Have you ever felt as if your life was a role written by someone else? Rania, a young woman, felt this every single day. Since childhood, she was taught to be good. Good for her family, good for her partner, good for society. But rarely did anyone ever ask, what is truly good for her? Psychologically, this is what we call an external locus of control. Rania believed her worth depended on how others saw her. She feared being called selfish, feared disappointing people, until she gradually lost sight of who she really was. And that fear, in silence, carved invisible wounds that eroded her confidence. But there's a deeper question here. Is this struggle merely personal, or is it rooted in something larger? This is where gender dynamics come in. Society often imposes different standards for men and women. The ideal woman is expected to be gentle, empathetic, self-sacrificing. The ideal man, on the other hand, is expected to be strong, rational, a leader. These invisible scripts shape how individuals perceive their place in the world. Rania realized her burden was not just her own. It was part of a larger social construct, passed down across generations. When she met Arka, a friend deeply immersed in philosophy, her perspective began to shift. Arka often quoted Camus, "Life is absurd, but in that absurdity, we are free to create meaning." Simple words, yet they hit hard. Life is not about fulfilling pre-written expectations. Life is about the courage to redefine who we are and why we exist. This marked the beginning of Rania's journey of self-development. She came to understand that growth is not only about gaining skills or chasing financial success. It is also about the courage to face oneself, to acknowledge fears, to break old patterns, and to slowly build a life aligned with one's own chosen values. And perhaps the message we can take from Rania's story is this: freedom is not the absence of limits, but the courage to take responsibility for our choices. Gender, norms, and social pressures will always exist, but they should never be the reason we stop being ourselves. In the end, self-development is a deeply philosophical process, seeking what is meaningful and consciously walking toward it, even if the path is lonely, even if the world doesn't always understand.